1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show.
I can bask in the sunshine, can't I?
Oh, look, I'm frozen out. Look at me. I'm frozen out. Oh, I'm back. That was funny. Right, okay, so welcome to the Alien Spaceship with myself, Emmy Hikins, and he calls me bruv.
And me, Trevor Gear, and I actually call him Cuz.
He does call me Cuz, yes, he does. I think it's the lack of sun. Yeah. Jerome and
the Brummy King.
We've got the Brummy King. Yeah, we've got the Brummy King. How privileged we are. Right, so over to you, bruv.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to put something up on the WhatsApp. Doesn't matter, because basically it's asking you both some more questions and seeing how you respond to them. Right, the first question for you both: if you suddenly inherited a lot of money, you became a multi-millionaire overnight, or maybe you won it on a lottery or something like that, what would your actions be? Let's split this up a bit. What would you do, if anything, in the first week? And then what would you do in the first month? Assuming you do something at all. Some people would say, well, I'm just going to carry on. I'm not going to give up my job because I'd have nothing to do. I'll wait till I've organised other parts of my life. So you might decide for a week to do nothing, and then you might think, well, actually, I might buy a new car in the second week or whatever. So let me ask you first, Cuz, what would your actions, if you had the knowledge that you were suddenly inherited multi-millions of pounds, what would you do in the first week and then the first month? Stick with the first week for the so you go to the gym, obviously.
I'm warming up for this one.
Okay, limbering up, yeah.
I'm warming up for this one. I would cut off contact with everybody.
You say that again? You do what?
I'll cut off my contacts with everyone.
Well, that's good to know. At least you're being honest here. But seriously, what would you do, Cuz?
Yeah, well, see, what I would do the first week, I just sleep. I'm owing so much in sleep and rest. That's what I'll do. I'll just sleep for the first week. Obviously, I'll be here to do the show, but I would sleep afterwards. I'll just sleep. I'd contract everything else out to somebody, even my food, cooking. I tell my wife, don't make anything for me. Right? We've got 2 chefs. You know, I like 2 chefs. And I just eat and sleep until I'm able to think clearly, and I'll be like, right, so who do I cut off first? No, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Jerome has to go.
That was a joke. But yeah, I would rest. I would first, because you can't think clearly if you're not resting. If you're not sleeping, you cannot think clearly, and so you make bad decisions. So what I would do, first of all, is not tell my wife. Because what she would do, first of all, is to force me to go on holiday. She would.
In an aeroplane as well, I expect. Yeah. She'd be like, right. So, I've been looking up this and that. Now that we can afford it, so I'd like us to go to there first, and I'm like, so I wouldn't tell her until after 1 week. But the first thing that I would do, seriously, is to tell my close friends. And I would say to them, right, listen, I've got the
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. He'll introduce the gang who'll make the show go with a bang. With fun.
I've got this money. Is there anything that you feel like I could help you with? And I would help them with it. And then I'll buy a G-Wagon. I buy a G-Wagon, electric. That's what I would do. I'd buy, I don't care how much the money is. If it's like 100,000, I'd look for a G-Wagon that costs about 50 grand, like a rundown G-Wagon, and I'll buy it just to tick off that thing on my bucket list of driving a G-Wagon. You know.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking about that. But yeah, I would call my friends and I would say to them, is there anything that I can help you with? And I would make sure that it's not selfish. You know, if one of my friends wants to buy a G-Wagon, I'm not going to give him money for that. Obviously not. You know. But if they got something that they really want to do and they can't do it, because you never know what people are going through. There's a lot of people that are going through a lot of things that they would not tell you ordinarily because they think, well, what's the point anyway? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You say, how you doing? They'll be like, yeah, I'm fine. I know somebody, a friend, a close acquaintance, and he's got only 2 children, a boy and a girl, and they're both unwell. One of them has got like serious bronchitis, and the other one is been just ill since he was born. I think he's got sickle cell or something. And I know these parents would need a break. They just need a break. But they both work, and they both work different shifts and different hours. So one of them will probably go to work in the morning, and they come back to then take the kids to school, while the other one prepares to go to work at night. You know, just, you know, they hardly spend time together. So at one point I would say to them, is there anything like you would want to do on your day off, like a holiday, like go somewhere? I would love to sponsor that. And that's the ones that I know. I would try to secretly find out what people are going through, and I would try to help. And I'm not just saying this for the show or to look good. I really want to help. I really want to help people. Yeah, so I would do that. I wouldn't be paying off somebody's mortgage. I wouldn't be doing that unless they're struggling. At some point they're really struggling, they're about to be repossessed or something, and then I would do that. But I wouldn't go lavishly helping somebody that already has enough or can manage. I would look for those that really struggling, and I would help reasonably within a reasonable limit. And those are the first things that I would do. And then I would sit down and say, right, how can I spoil myself?
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. He'll introduce the gang who'll make the show go with a bang.